Oh, good evening, my ladies, gentlemen, both snithers, in-betweens, and outsiders. Welcome to Monday Night Tea Time with your host, the Bard, who's pretty sure he has just tea all over his lips. Ah, well, good evening. I have been recording these later, so I'm recording this at 8 my time, which means it probably won't be up until midnight my time because my computer takes forever to load everything. But hopefully this one will be nice and short, which I know I say at the beginning of every single one. But I don't have any changes really to report in the last week. I did shave, which was what I asked about last week. I'm not sure if you can even see the difference from over there. However, I did. And sure enough, the stubble is dark and visible in a mirror for me, being able to get very close to my own face. But it definitely feels like stubble. To the point that my poor cat has just gotten used to me grabbing her head and just like rubbing my face against her because I'm like, I can feel my stubble against your fur. So like just the top of her head, just my face between her ears going. But yeah, it looks darker. Like I said, that works for me. So it looks darker. It's noticeable stubble. It also draws attention to how many places I missed when I did shave. Because, like I said, my hair is naturally very, very fine. So some of it I just, like, could not see at all. So there's, like, a patch that's, like, of, like, unshaved hair. Other than that, yeah, so I went through with shaving it, just so we could grow it back faster. Instead of waiting another week to see how long it could get in that first, like, sparse, soft hair. I wanted to just get to that thicker, shaveable hair more quickly. Yeah. Essentially cultivating it and just begging it to grow back faster and faster every time, which is probably untrue, but worked for my leg hair at the beginning of me refusing to shave. Because when I was in middle school and did not realize that you could be gay and trans, I did try and appeal to, because I was attracted to men. I tried to appeal to men by being pretty, and of course, I'm still gorgeous, if you couldn't tell. But I did, in fact, shave my legs during middle school and, like, the first year of high school. I quit after, like, I was like, oh, thank God I'm a man. That's why everything felt weird as fuck. Okay. But yeah, that's why my legs are hairier than everywhere else on my body. My boyfriend has pointed out that they appear hairier, so I guess that is a thing that I can say. I've noticed this last week. My boyfriend's like, yeah, your legs, no, they've gotten hairier, and I'm like, okay, that's good. I wasn't even like banking on those changing. So I guess that's really all I've noticed. Vocal drop is as it is, continues. I think everyone tells me so. Like I said, shaved. Yeah, everything is just a continuation. I have finally gotten to the point where I have forgotten that I ever had a period ever. Like, a girl at work was like, oh man, I'm so uncomfortable because, like, I'm on my period. I was like, oh, that's a thing that happens! Before you realize that, like, you don't even need a uterus. You could get rid of it. Who the fuck is gonna use theirs anymore? I know there are some of you out there, and, I don't... What do I say? No judgments. No judgments to anybody doing anything as long as you're not harming anybody else. If you want to keep your uterus and use it for reproduction, more power to you, just as long as it's just you doing it and you're not demanding anybody else do it too. But yeah, it's just I have forgotten in the past couple of days that I'm even like that I have certain biologically female traits. I've just forgotten. I'll be doing something and be like, oh shit, I have breasts. I forgot those were there. And it's great to forget until you remember, and then you go, oh, like I forgot they were there, which was great, but now I've remembered they're there, which is not. So that's a bittersweet sort of excitement, is forgetting and then remembering, because it's great that I forgot. But yeah, that I noticed in the past week, that I was doing something and I didn't even process in my brain that I was assigned female at birth. I was just like, yeah, as a man, I'm going to do this thing. Yeah, I don't have a penis. Oh, I don't... And I have titties? Oh, shit. I forgot. When the fuck did those get... They've been there for years. They've been there for years. Okay, cool. In the past week, I've forgotten things that have been there for years, so that's great. the next step in my transition timeline, not specifying medical or physical or social, is to start the processes of getting my name changed, which I wanted to do come the last Monday. I wanted to, like, wake up and message my doctor, but I think I woke up at like 4. I've been really uncomfortable and I have not been sleeping well. So I didn't do that. And now I'm like, I should probably just wait. I hate saying that because I am a coward and I will put things off. But I'm looking at the state of the world right now. And I'm like, you know what? I just want everyone to just breathe. I don't want to be throwing another log on the fire of, like, I'm sure the people that I work with through my, like, who are assisting me in my transition are probably dealing with a lot of other people right now and their own stressors. Yeah. So I might just wait. I hate to say I might wait until February because I wanted the first thing I did in January once the doctor's offices opened up and the all the clinics were back to functioning after holiday hours. I wanted to just be like, okay, paperwork, name change, Jan Alexander Bergquist. I know every trans guy's name is Alexander. In fact, 2 trans guys that I know personally that I didn't even meet in like a trans group. One of them was an Alexander who goes by Alec, and the other is an Alexander who goes by Alexander. And then, of course, like, the first trans guy I ever, like, showed my family is like, look what I could be, look how happy I could be, was Alexander, Alex Birdie. So, like, I know that everybody is an Alex. But my middle name is actually already a feminine Alex, so I was like, fuck it, change it. Also, Alexander Hamilton. I hated that when I realized that. I hated it because I know that I'm the kind of person who will give in. Like, why do you think my ukulele's name is Dorian? Pavus. I will give in to characters or portrayals of historical figures that I like and just put that into my life. Yeah. We're gonna get the legal paperwork done. I feel like I should just wait until after the 20th and see if everything settles down, because right now my family's going, hey, are you maybe gonna, like, leave the metropolitan area you live in? And I'm like, no, I'm just gonna stay in my fucking house, because that's what I've been doing for 3 years. Not even the past year because I was told I had to, but for the past 3 years because I just don't like leaving my house. I just haven't left my house. I'm gonna be fine. I'm just gonna stay home. But I will wait, I think, until because here's the thing, I already printed out the paperwork. I went over it all. I looked into it. I filled it out. I'm sure I messed it up. So I just need to wait until I can reprint all the paperwork, talk it over with my advisor, and be like, okay, is this filled out properly? Is this where my middle name should go? Do I have to, like, do a different, like, set of paperwork if I want to change my middle name as well? They say first and last, and I'm like, I need to change my middle name too because it's also girly. Like, my legal first name is really effeminate, and my legal middle name, I could pronounce it differently if I wanted, but I don't like the way it sounds. Like, I could pronounce it Alexei if I wanted to, but I don't like Jan Alexei. It's too many different, like, it's too many different pronunciations of the A vowel. So Jan Alexander sounds good to me. And yeah, every trans guy is named Alex. I know. But yeah, I would end up being an Alex as well. I didn't mean for this to happen. It just happened. But yeah, that's the next thing. And then getting my passport, moving my ass to Canada, and living there instead. And then being like, saving up money and getting top surgery in the next... I would love it if it could be within the next year, but that's something that, like, I don't know, I have a lot of trans friends who used GoFundMe and it worked for them, but I'm so bad about asking for help. And I'm bad about giving people a reason they should help me, because the moment I'm like, hey, I need help, but I mean, you don't have to, because I'm just an asshole jerkwad of a human being like everybody else. Like, you don't have to help me. In fact, I don't want assistance. I don't want to admit that I need assistance. So, like, I'm really shit at asking for help. But I need it. Anyway, that's enough trans floundering around. Flop, 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 flop.
Transfish. Like a little clownfish. Like a little clownfish, there's no man in the reef? Bitch, I'm the man in the reef.
Okay. I'm gonna do the songs now, I guess. Yeah. I think, anyway, I'll just finish that thought. I think I'm just gonna spend the next, 2 weeks going back over the paperwork and seeing if I have any questions about it, and then messaging my advisor and asking them, hey, is this... These are spots I had questions, these are spots I was unsure, and then look over the whole thing. Does it look accurate? If it does, then we could start proceedings for name changing by February. I think that sounds like the best, is to get it started before February begins, and then let the procedure run through February. But yeah, let's hope. I know there's still a lot going on in the world, but it's 2021. But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing's changed? All right, so Green by Cavetown, and the song by me that's no longer untitled, Lunacy. Which honestly doesn't sound as good when I say it out loud as it does when I see it written. It looks very nice written. I don't think I like it when I say it out loud, but whatever. Hold on. All right. Oh, P.S. Also, I'm getting fat. Which I know is something I've complained about. I've definitely noticed weight loss from my thighs, that it's moved into my belly, and the problem is I didn't realize that I was gaining weight in my thighs, but now I'm gaining weight in my belly along with the weight from my thighs having moved to my belly, so right now I'm just a belly boy, and this is also, I had a hot chocolate when I woke up, and now this is my second tea, so I'm gonna have all this, liquid weight, and I'm gonna feel real fat, but I bought a yoga mat, because my floor is hardwood, and I don't want to exercise outside, so I can't do, crunches, which I enjoy doing, on this floor without really hurting my spine. So I bought a yoga mat. So that's not really important, except for the fact that it relates to weight redistribution, testosterone stuff. Green by Cavetown. This is erosion. Grind up rocks with your molars. A big fish swims past your rod. You can't catch it, it's far too fast. Deep hook marks in rubber lips. I see your eyes in the flowers. I'll pick a bunch for your room. Green and blue to match your pictures. You look so good in green, and I hope you're well. And you look so good with him, and I'm proud of you still. I miss your perfect teeth. I was too blunt. I hope you feel happy. That's all I want. I'm really starting to like the sound of my voice, a lot. I was actually singing right before I started recording too, so I'm a little more warmed up than I generally am. Not that I don't sing all the time, which I do, but I don't generally sing as I'm getting this all prepped up. But as I was, pulling on my shirt, I was like, soldier on Achilles, Achilles, come down, won't you get up? Fucking love that song. Achilles, come down, Gang of Youths. I would greatly suggest that if you have, 7 to 8 minutes to kill. It's a long-ass song, but it's really fucking good. Ah! And Lunacy by me. Well, I'm sorry. I am not the hold on. I'm gonna start that one over. That was scritchy, because I was just like, Achilles! Achilles. Achilles Patroclus is here. Patroclus. Patrick? Sorry. I've had a time of it. Sit up a little straighter. My chorus instructor would be so pissed if she ever saw me, slouching. Well, I'm sorry, I am not the moon, and this isn't just a phase. You said that 11 years ago, And you think it's still today. Well, you were screaming at me then, but now I see it on your face, and I'm sorry. I am not the moon, and this isn't just a phase. Oh, I'm so sorry. I can't be the one that you wanted. I'm so sorry that I've gotta be me. And it's fucked up that I need to say that.
It's bright in here, I'm sorry.
Okay, well, I'll let you go then, because I'm sure I bantered on quite enough. Yeah. But, oh goodness, did I say my last name in this damn video? It's okay. It won't be Bergquist for long. I'm going to get married. One day, hopefully soon. Shh, it's a secret or something. It's probably a secret or something. I don't think it's a secret. I think it's something I'm very proud and excited for. Anyway. But yeah. Jan Alexander, as soon as I can get around to, feeling like I'm not burdening anybody else by being like, hey, I know the world's on fire, but can you overlook my paperwork just to make sure I didn't do any fucking typos or anything? Yeah. But, yeah, I look forward to that. Wow, yeah, I'm thinking about it, and that's actually really exciting. Like, I filled out the paperwork already, and that was exciting, but actually thinking about being able to, like, look down at my ID and seeing Jan Alexander Bergquist, mail marker, having a passport with a new photo, where, like, last time I got my passport, I was, like, 11, so I look like a soft girl child. Not great. I'd just gotten out of a ballet academy where I was required to have my hair long, so this is actually, like, a huge, like, reclaiming of my comfort, because for the longest time, long hair represented fitting into the mold for me. So this is a big deal, that now to me it's more representative of, this is gonna sound stupid, but of course, like, I'm a loser. I was the kid who would run through the field behind my house, whinnying and braying and tossing my hair from side to side. And this surprises no one who knew that I also voiced, Scootaloo in a lot of fan works. I'm a horse sometimes on the inside. But then I cut my hair really short when I realized I cut my hair really short when I realized I liked boyish things, before I realized I was trans. I was 12 and I cropped all of my hair off just shortly before my 12th birthday. Because I'd watched one of my cousins playing Kingdom Hearts, and I was like, these boys are the coolest boys I've ever fucking seen. And so I cut off all my hair and started spiking it. No one is surprised. And then I remember looking in the mirror and going, are you sure you're not, like, a boy? And then laughing at my reflection and going, don't be a snowflake about it. Because I was one of those stupid Southern kids that was convinced that, like, transition was the cure for homosexuality. Like, if you weren't comfortable being gay, you transitioned so that you felt more comfortable socially. Because I didn't know that everybody didn't feel as uncomfortable. I can only see through my eyes and live in my brain, and it's loud in here. So I didn't know what was happening. Until someone was like, oh yeah, this boy who is gay, and I was like, yes, is also trans, and I was like, he's what now? What? Oh. Okay. And then one of my friends at the time asked me, well, if you still like men, wouldn't it just be easier to stay a girl? And I said, it would be easier for everyone but me. And he was like, holy shit, that's really poignant. And I was like, yeah, it is. I just figured myself out, and I'm happy about it. So that's, I don't know. But the fuck, man, wow. I've talked too much, but, yeah, I essentially what I was gonna say is I really enjoyed having my hair short, but I also missed the freedom of, like, feeling the wind course through length. But I like the feeling of the wind coursing through short as well. So this has just become, like, my stallion representation. as much of a fucking coward as I can be, there's power in my heart that I'm just very shy about showing off. Oh no, I want to quote Fall Out Boy. No, make it stop. My heart is like a stallion, you love it more when it's broken, and do you wanna feel beautiful? Do you wanna? I'm outside your door, invite me in, so we can go back and play pretend. I'm on deck, yeah, I'm up next. Tonight I'm high as a private jet, and I don't know where you're going, but do you have room for one more troubled soul? I don't know where I'm going, but I don't think I'm going home. And I said, I'll check in tomorrow if I don't wake up dead. 'Cause this is the road to ruin, and we're starting at the end, so say yeah. Let's be alone together. We could stay young forever. Screaming from the top of our lungs. Oh, shit, yeah. I've just realized I've now sang 4 songs. I'm gonna let you guys go now. Okay, bye. Just so that I have it covered in the video, though. Alone together, Fall Out Boy. I'm making sure to cite my sources so no one thinks I'm stealing. This is not an act of theft. This is just a musical interlude. Okay, that being said, I've talked too much. I told you guys some backstory that had nothing to do with today, except for the fact that I have just realized how much this matters to me. Because it's positive representation. I'm a huge fan of the term reclaiming. I've reclaimed the term, or I've reclaimed something about my physical styling, and I'm trying right now to reclaim the word cute as something that is not gendered. Like, why, when I'm cute, do I feel like I'm, like, giving in to some, like, natural-born effeminacy? No, cute is just cute. I wish I could just identify as cute, but I know I identify very strongly as male. I just identify as cute boy. Anyway, I will go then. My hair is, it's so much of it. And I love it, and I'm happy, and it's only gonna get longer. I'm gonna grow this shit out. When I was a kid, my hair was down to the small of the back. I'm gonna do that again. And I'm gonna regret it, because it's very hard to brush. That being said, my cat is waking up. I want to finish my tea. I just purchased a new KJ Charles book, because I've already read 3 books so far, and it's only the 11th of January. But I'm gonna let you guys go so I can do that, and you can do whatever the hell it is you do, and I bet you do it amazingly well. That's cool. You're cool. Alright, as I've said several times, world's on fire. Please stay safe out there. Whatever your beliefs, don't do something stupid. I don't care what you believe. Just don't be dumb. Don't get anyone else hurt. Don't get yourself hurt. Just breathe. Be cognizant. Think whatever you're gonna do through, and then don't do it if it's a bad idea. Okay? Deep breath. Stay as positive as you can. Find a way to make the best of any bad situation. And have a lovely week. I will see you guys next Monday. Also, I'm really sorry that I always colloquially use guys as the neutral term. I just hate using folks because I'm from the South and it makes me feel Southern again. But, you lovely people, my ducklings, my precious ducklings. That's what my mom calls me, duckling. So you, precious ducklings, have a lovely week. I will see you next time. Good night.